5 Investigates is examining crime in and around the state's newest casino in Everett.
And our Mike Bodette found Encore Boston Harbor is keeping state and local police quite busy, especially late at night. Take a look.
The sun goes down on the new Encore Boston Harbor Casino in Everett, and the likelihood of trouble goes up the later it gets. 5 Investigates analyzed data from the State Police Gaming Enforcement Unit since the casino opened in June. It shows criminal activity at the casino heating up after 11, with police most likely to charge people with crimes between 2 and 4 a.m. More than 160 people have been arrested or summoned to court in the 5 months since the casino opened. Among the most common charges, disorderly conduct, assault and battery, larceny, and cheating.
Encore Casino Matters, State Police, City of Everett.
It's become a Monday morning routine at Malden District Court.
Court is back in session. Please be seated.
People facing criminal charges after going to the casino over the weekend. 2 men appear in front of a judge after a fight in the casino's parking garage at 5:40 in the morning. One is charged with disorderly conduct, the other with operating under the influence of alcohol.
He was in a motor vehicle. The state police arrived as he was accelerating that car in reverse and backed it into another car.
2 others are here after an altercation in the casino's nightclub just before midnight. They've refused to leave, and the charges include disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault and battery on a police officer.
They were both very intoxicated, confrontational, combative. We're asking at this point that they just stay away from the Encore.
I'm not surprised. I'm not. We anticipated there'll be some issues.
Gail Cameron sits on the Massachusetts Gaming Commission. She used to oversee casino crime investigations in Atlantic City as part of the New Jersey State Police.
We've heard from law enforcement that they do have some concerns about some of the criminal activity that's been going on there since it opened.
Yes, there is some criminal activity. The bigger issue is around some drunken, disorderly behavior.
At the Massachusetts Gaming Commission meeting earlier this month, an analyst talked about crime in the area. This map shows how it wasn't a high crime spot before Encore opened.
The specific block on which the casino was built was just an industrial area that had virtually no activity.
But things are changing. The analyst wrote in his report, communities close to Encore will likely see increases in crimes.
We're seeing most of the activity going on late night. Does that surprise you?
No, it's right in line with our research, with what we thought we'd see.
Stephen Mazie is the police chief in Everett. His department has 6 officers on the Gaming Enforcement Unit, which responds to crimes at the casino. Everett police also patrol the area surrounding the casino. Our analysis of Everett police data shows disturbances, including fights and car crashes, are 2 of the top reasons for police activity.
Obviously some people are overindulgent in alcohol, people getting intoxicated and then maybe fighting, causing disturbances.
The casino is serving alcohol to people who are gambling until 4 in the morning, a controversial move opposed by some, including the Attorney General.
Any regrets about letting alcohol be served so late at Encore?
It was a commission decision. You have to make sure safeguards are in place and that the operator are following the rules.
All of the people in court this past Monday on Encore-related charges pleaded not guilty. Encore tells us the safety and security of our guests are taken very seriously, and the casino has a zero-tolerance policy regarding any violation of law or inappropriate behavior.